A linked list is a collection of items in unidirectional manner. Okay, unidirectional means either we can add or delete items from this side or from this side. Okay, this is a general representation of a linked list, and every item in a linked list is referred as a node. So we can say that a linked list is a collection of nodes. Now let's try to understand what is a node. And a node has two responsibilities. First responsibility is node has to hold the value for the current item. Okay, this is the value for each item. Node will hold this value. And then the second responsibility of a node is it will hold the reference to the next node. You must be wondering why I have added these arrows, right? These arrows represent the reference to the next node. So for example, the first item has a value 10 and then it has the reference to the next item. Similarly, this second item has the value on its own 20 and has the reference to the next node, which is 30. Now this node 30 has its value, but it does not has any reference because there are no further nodes, right? So it is the last element of our linked list. In linked list, if a node does not has the reference to the next node, that means there are no further nodes, so the reference here will be null, right? So this will mark the end of the linked list. Every node should has two things, one value and one reference for the next node. So let's say if we want to define this linked list in this node representation, how we can do that? As of now, we have three items, so we need to define three nodes, one for each item. Okay, let's define three nodes. Now first item is having value 10. So this node will have value as 10, the second node will have value as 20 and third node will have value as 30. Okay, each of these items or nodes will be stored at a particular memory location. Let's say this node is stored at memory location M1, this one is stored at memory location M2 and this is stored at memory location M3. Okay, and we have learned that a node responsibility is it will has the value of its own and then it will hold the reference for the next node. Okay, so this node will have its own value and this node will have the reference for this second node, and then this second node will have its own value and then this second node will have reference to the third node. Okay, so this first node will have the reference for this second node, which is M2. Second node will have reference for the third node, which is this M3. Okay, second node is having its own value and then second node is having this third node reference. Okay, as there are no further nodes, right? As there are no further nodes, this node does not has any further nodes reference, so it will hold reference as null. And when any node has reference as null, that will mark the end of the linked list. Okay, so we have three items and we have defined the representation using node element. So each node has its own value, it has the reference to the next node. Similarly, in the second case also, it has its own value, it has the reference for the next node, and then the third node has reference as null because there are no further nodes. There are no further nodes, so it has reference as null, and this will mark the end of the linked list.